AxOS is a French-born, Arch-based Linux distribution designed for desktop users who prioritize both aesthetics and functionality. At its core, AxOS leverages Arch Linux's renowned flexibility and its own custom package manager, Epsilon, to offer a system that is simultaneously powerful, lightweight, and highly customizable. The project's philosophy centers around 6 key pillars: beauty, power, privacy, completeness, independence, and full customization. Unlike larger distributions backed by foundations or corporate entities, AxOS remains an independent endeavor, guided entirely by its maintainers and community feedback. AxOS 25th of June. Overview. On June 1, 2025, Adrian Arjoka announced the release of AxOS 25.06, marking the latest milestone in the distribution's evolution. This version shifts the default desktop environment to Sleeks, a Hyperlin-based in-house developed environment, replacing prior defaults like KDE Plasma. Sleeks is crafted to deliver a sleek, responsive interface with modern visual flourishes, all while minimizing resource consumption and maintaining system fluidity. Key features of AxOS 25th of June. Sleeks as the default desktop environment. Sleek and smooth. Built on Hyperland, Sleeks prioritizes visual elegance, incorporating polished animations, a minimal toolbar, and finely tuned compositing effects to create a modern desktop experience. Users can expect quick window rendering and smooth transitions, making daily tasks feel more fluid. Tailored for AxOS. The Sleeks team designed this environment specifically with AxOS's performance targets in mind. As a result, graphical elements are optimized to balance eye-catching design with efficient resource usage. New installation kits. Choose your vibe. AxOS 25th of June introduces curated vibe bundles, artist, developer, and hacker, allowing users to install the base system accompanied by industry-specific tools and applications right from the start. Artist Kit preloads graphic design packages, media editors, and visual art utilities. Developer Kit ships with common programming languages, IDEs, and development utilities, e.g., compilers, Git clients. Hacker Kit bundles network tools, penetration testing suites, and security utilities for advanced users. By selecting one of these kits during installation, users skip the manual process of individually installing each toolkit, saving both time and bandwidth. Epsilon Package Manager. AUR and Repository. Integration,